football is back. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Isn't this amazing that football is back? Alright, NFL week picks for week 1 of the NFL season for 2025. We have the Dallas Cowboys at the Philadelphia Eagles. In this game, I'm going to pick the Philadelphia Eagles to win. I think they win pretty comfortably. I think the Eagles are the much better team. I think the Cowboys have question marks on their defense, and I think the Eagles' offense will take advantage of that. I think the Cowboys are weak against the run. And we all know that Saquon Barkley is one of the best running backs in the league, and the Eagles have one of the best offensive lines in the league. So that's a bad combination if your defense can't stop the run. Because if your defense can't stop the run, that means the Eagles' passing game also opens up because you're going to be focused on the run so much because you're trying to stop it. And I don't think they're going to even stop it. I don't think the Chiefs were able to slow down Barkley in the Super Bowl. And then that opened up the passing game for Jalen Hurts and the receiving core. I think the Cowboys are going to have a problem stopping the run. I think they're going to have the problem stopping the pass because they're going to be focused on trying to stop the run. There's nothing the Dallas Cowboys can do to stop the Philadelphia Eagles from winning the first game of the season. The Eagles are going to win this game. I think it's going to be pretty comfortably. I think it'll be something like 27 to 10. I think it's gonna be a blowout. I'm a little confident. I know it's a divisional game and teams know each other better and all that nonsense, but I just think the Eagles are just the superior team. I am also biased. They are my team, but I just think the Eagles are better. The Kansas City Chiefs at the Chargers. I'm gonna go with the Chiefs winning this game. I can see it being a close game, like a field goal game, because I respect the Chargers a lot. It's hard to go against the Chiefs. They were humiliated in the Super Bowl. Can I say that word right? I'm not even sure if that came out right. I'm sitting awkwardly. Anyways, I'm laying on my bed awkwardly. I think the Chiefs are going to win this game. It'll probably be something like 24-21. I just think that the Chiefs will squeak it out. Chargers can win this game. It is in, is it in Brazil? It doesn't even say. I believe it's in Brazil. But I'm going to go with the Chiefs. I think they're going to have a bounce back after they had a poor performance in the Super Bowl against my Philadelphia Eagles, which I loved. I loved every moment of it. And it's not because it was against the Chiefs. It could have been against anybody. I honestly just want to see my Eagles dominate teams because it's funny. Well, it's better when I see my Eagles dominate because when it's a close game, it scares the crap out of me, and I start having I'm going to have a heart attack or stroke, but it makes it tougher on me then. And it's a lot easier when I see my team dominate. And they have the Eagles have the pieces to dominate anybody in the NFL. They have all the pieces they need to dominate any team. Okay, let's move on. We have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the Atlanta Falcons. Originally, in my previous early picks, I picked the Falcons. I'm switching that right now. I think Tampa's the better rounded team. I think Tampa improved on the defense in the offseason. And I think that might be the difference maker. And I think the Falcons are a little bit questionable on the defensive side of the ball. The Falcons have a really fantastic offense when they're clicking, but their defense has too many holes in it. I believe the Tampa Bay Buccaneers can take advantage of that. And I know Tampa last year got swept by the Falcons, and that does, in my mind, I'm thinking maybe this is just a bad matchup for Tampa Bay, but I don't think so. I think Tampa, originally I thought so, but then I looked at more things, and I kind of think that the Falcons aren't going to win this game. I think Tampa's going to win this game by a touchdown. It'll probably be something like 28-21 or something like that. But I'm going to go with Tampa. I think their defense is going to be one of the reasons why they win the game. Cincinnati Bengals at the Cleveland Browns. I'm going to go with Cincinnati. Yeah, I'm going to go with Cincinnati. I don't really have a score prediction. I just have a feeling Cincinnati's going to win. I would assume Cincinnati's going to win. Joe Burrow's been playing in the preseason a bit, and I think it's because they usually have a slow start, so they're trying to get the players to click together better. So I think Cincinnati will win this game. I don't have a score prediction. I can't. I don't know. It might be close just because it's a divisional game, but I think Cincinnati's going to take it. Miami Dolphins at the Indianapolis Colts. I think I'm gonna go with Miami. I'm not overly impressed by Miami, but I think the Colts are just. I don't know the Colts situation. Like, I don't know who their quarterback is. I know the quarterback of the Dolphins is Tua. I know the Dolphins have a pretty good receiving core. I don't know anything about the Colts, which is not a good sign. Like, if I don't hear about, this got all these great players on your team, which they clearly don't. And I've been talking to Colts fans online, and they just said that they're rebuilding again, I guess, aren't they? It feels like they rebuild every year, but they don't have the pieces in place yet. So I'm going to go with the Dolphins. And the Carolina Panthers at the Jacksonville Jaguars. I've seen some people picking the Panthers in this game. I don't know why. I mean, the Panthers did show some bright spots last year, but I just think the Jaguars are a better team. I think they're a little bit better rounded. There's some bright spots on the Panthers. They do show some improvement from last year, but who knows if that carries on. Sometimes that doesn't carry on year to year. And I think the Jaguars, this is a make or break year for their quarterback. What's his name? See, that's the problem when your team's not doing great. Like, they started off great last year, and then I think they flounder. Was that last year? I believe that was happened. Trevor Lawrence. Yeah, this is a make or break for Trevor Lawrence this year. I know they got a couple more receivers to help him out, and I think they start off with a win. We'll see what they do for the season. I mean, for the weeks to come. But yeah, this is the make or break for Trevor Lawrence this year, because I think if he doesn't do well this year with the core that's in place, that his job might be in jeopardy. We'll see though. The next game we have is the Las Vegas Raiders at the Patriots. Now, this is another game where it could definitely go either way. I do like Pete Carroll. I think he could bring the best out of even teams that are like mediocre or not even that great. Like, he did wonders in Seattle, in my opinion. I thought he did with like some bad team. Not great teams. He did pretty well coaching them, and he could bring that same mentality to the Raiders, but the Patriots also have a new head coach, and he was pretty good with the Tennessee Titans, who were also not a very good team, and with Mike Vrabel. Michael Vrabel is a pretty good coach. These are both two pretty good head coaches, to be honest. I think I'm going to go with Mike Vrabel, the Patriots. That's the same team I believe I went with my previous picks, just because it's at home for the Patriots, and I think that I don't know. This is such a coin flip game. This is the type of game you don't bet on, because both teams, like, it depends who shows up and who doesn't, or it's going to be that close. It could even be like a field goal or even a 1-point game. This is a game you do not bet on. I'm just taking the team that's at home, because usually that favors when the teams are basically on par with each other and they're not great teams. You probably want to favor the home team and the coach. If you think the coaching plays a factor, some people might think Pete Carroll is a better coach than Mike Vrabel. I think it's close between the two. I don't think it's as. I agree. Pete Carroll might be a slightly better coach than Mike Vrabel, but I don't think it's that much. I know you have to respect the fact that Pete Carroll's won a Super Bowl with the Seattle Seahawks. Even went the back-to-back Super Bowls, even though they blew that one Super Bowl. I don't know whose decision it was to not run Marshawn Lynch, but that was the dumbest decision ever. Because if they ran the Marshawn Lynch, they'd probably win that Super Bowl. Like, most likely win that Super Bowl. They run Marshawn Lynch. Anyways, yeah, I'm going to look at the Patriots. The next game we have is Arizona Cardinals and the Saints. I don't know what's going on with this game. I seen on this one video I was watching on YouTube, an NFL picker, he was showing that for some reason they have this game being very close, like a 2-point game for the Cardinals. I don't see it like that. I see the Cardinals blowing out the Saints. I am not impressed by the Saints. I don't think the Saints are going to be very good this year. They weren't good last year either, but sometimes the Saints do start out, they are that weird team, so sometimes they like surprise people and they win like their first 2 or 3 games. Maybe that could happen again, but I'm not picking it. I think Arizona's the much better team, and I think they show up, and I guess the only thing that could help the Saints in this game is the home field advantage, and maybe that could shake the Cardinals. I don't think so. I think the Cardinals, a lot of the players are seasoned veterans on that team. Their quarterback's been on the team for a while. I know that. It's been like Kyle Murray. What's his name? Kyler. I'm sorry. Kyler Murray has been on the team for a while. It's been like 4 or 5 years, I believe. Like he's a seasoned veteran. He's not. I don't think he gets shook by this. Like, I'm played in New Orleans. I know New Orleans is a tough place to play, but you could say that about a lot of places. You can even say that about Philadelphia now. Philadelphia is a tough place to play and all that stuff like that. You can say that about a lot of places. The only place you can't really say that about is North Jersey when you play the Jets or the Giants. Those aren't really tough places to play. No offense to Giants or Jets fans. Just nobody's shook by going to the North Jersey. It's scary to go to North Jersey. Not to play those 2 teams, for sure. Anyways, speaking of that, the next game we have is the Pittsburgh Steelers at the Jets. I'm going with the Steelers of the Jets. I would be shocked if the Steelers blew them out. Last year, the Steelers blew the Jets out. I know the teams are a little bit different now. Now they have they swapped their quarterbacks. Now Aaron Rodgers plays for the Steelers, and the Jets have the former Chicago Bears quarterback. What was it, Justin something? I forget. I don't know. But yeah, the Steelers are going to beat the crap out of the Jets again. That's basically the teams are similar, I think, still. It's just that I think the Steelers got a quarterback upgrade, and the defensive Steelers are still going to be a problem for the Jets. How are the Jets going to deal with the Steelers' defense? I don't think they do. I think it's going to mirror the game from last year, be similar where the Steelers just blow the Jets out. Sorry, Jets fans. New York Giants at the Washington Redskins. In this game, I'm going to pick the Redskins. It could be close. It's a divisional game. And the Giants did improve their defense, but I'm pretty sure the Redskins will be ready for it. And I don't know. I'm going to go with the Redskins. The next game we have is the Tennessee Titans at the Denver Broncos. In this game, I'm going to have the Denver Broncos winning it. And I think the Broncos comfortably beat the Titans. I don't... What's going on with the Titans? Like, who are they? Like, who's the hell is a quarterback, too? I don't even know what's going on with the Titans, to be honest. Is this a new coach for them, too? Or is it the same head coach? I forget. That shows you, when I don't know, haven't heard much about your team, that means your team's not doing the right things, not making the right moves, maybe rebuilding again. It's not good. Not good for the Titans. The Broncos should easily handle the Titans. It shouldn't even be a close game at all. Next game we have is the San Francisco 49ers at the Seattle Seahawks. San Francisco should win this game, in my opinion, but I am hearing about some injuries. I am going to go to San Francisco, but it'll probably be close, like a 3-point game. I don't know. San Francisco's weird. Like, when they have injuries, they're kind of not as good as they could be. And it's a divisional game, and Seattle's tough for them a lot of times. It is in Seattle. Seattle could pull the upset off. I'm not going to go with it. Sam Darnold definitely wants to prove himself that he's a starter in the league, so I'm sure he's going to give it his best. I'm going to roll with the 49ers. 49ers still have a pretty solid defense. I think the defense is going to help them win this game. I'm going to go with the Niners. The Lions at the Packers. I have not changed my opinion on this game. I still think the Packers are going to win this game. I don't know. Like, I know this is like, you can say it's a coin flip game because it's two talented teams going at it. I feel like the Packers are going to win this game. Like, the Packers last year, didn't they get swept by the Lions? Yeah, I believe they got swept by the Lions. The Packers are way too talented to just keep losing to the Lions. I think they're going to win this game. It's probably going to be close. Probably either a field goal game, maybe even a touchdown game. That's not really as close, obviously, because you win by one score, one big score, one touchdown score. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna go with the Packers. I don't know. I feel like the Packers are gonna win this game. It's at home for them. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Packers. The next game we have is the Houston Texans at the Los Angeles Rams. I'm going with the Los Angeles Rams. That's all that needs to be said about that game. Houston's in a weak division too. Rams are in a tough division, so I definitely think the Rams have a little bit more motivation too. Like, the Texans know they can afford to lose this game and be like, okay, well, we'll end up winning a bunch of other games after this, and we'll take the we'll take the lead in the division because the division sucks. The AFC South sucks. And the AFC South has the Titans in it. They have who else do they have in it? I know they have the Jaguars, and Jaguars are going to be better this year, so it's going to be between the Texans and the Jaguars fighting for that division. But everybody else in that division is pretty bad. Titans are bad, and the Colts. The Colts are in that division. Yeah, they're bad. But yeah, it'll be a fight between the Texans and the Jaguars, and I give the slight edge to the Texans. So I have the Texans losing this game, but the Jaguars win the first, so people are like, oh, wow, the Jaguars are leading the AFC South for one whole game. We'll see what happens after that. We'll see the matchups and see if Jaguars can hold on to that lead, or if the Texans bounce back and take the lead eventually. The Ravens at the Bills. I got the Ravens in this game. This is so weird. Like, the Ravens are such a. I don't know about this pick. You know, this is the one I'm really confused about. I feel like the Ravens have the better overall team, but they never show up. Like, in these type of games and stuff like that. They, like last year in the playoffs, they blew it against the Bills. Like, I don't know. It's definitely hard to play in Buffalo, and that's definitely a home field advantage. But I just feel like the roster overall on the Ravens are better. Like, the running back is a big deal on the Ravens, and when you have your running game going for you, opens up the passing game. Like, that alone should probably give them the edge over the Bills. And I am going to take the Ravens. I think Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry are going to get going. I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to go with the Ravens. We have the Minnesota Vikings at the Chicago Bears. I'm going to take the Minnesota Vikings over the Bears. Yeah, I'm going to take the Minnesota Vikings over the Bears. I think the Vikings are the much better team. But the Bears are going to hope again. I'm not picking the Bears until they start winning, and I don't think they win this game, to be honest. I know it's in Chicago, but I just think the Vikings are the superior team and should win this game. Thank you for watching. Have a lovely day.